Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So strict. He leaps for it! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Rijkaard. Spread out to the left. David Villa. And it's Neymar. Neymar purring through the gears. Fermin. And the counter is on. Oh, that's a key interception. Has a look and plays it forward. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now that's well seen too. Szoboszlai. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. And here's Neymar. Varane wins the duel this time. Hakimi.
Such good technique.
Can he get it through? Fermin. Conte. Now it's Xabi Alonso. Now it's Puskas. He's having a shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Puskas does well to get it back. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Villa. Rijkaard. Oakland Roots do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
And it's Ronaldinho. Hakimi. For Szoboszlai. Now, can they get him away? Played into the box. And it's hoisted clear. Rijkaard! Oh, That caused a fair bit of alarm.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
He shifted it to the flank. And this is Batistuta. And that should get the job done. It'll be a throw-in. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's a fine interception. Puskás plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Neymar. And this is Batistuta! Xavi Alonso.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Tries to pass it through. Conte. And that interception was most necessary. Takes a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Number 20, Gabriel Batistuta.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Villa.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Howson. Aimed beyond the defence. Delivers with whip. Fermin clears it away. Doué is onto it in a flash. Neymar. Now it's Ronaldinho. Searching pass he's played there.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he...
And the referee has signalled for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Oakland Roots unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves. Too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides.
Down to business again.
Oakland Roots really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now it's Xabi Alonso, and it's Lopez. Looking to play him in, and this is Puskás. Puskás with the cross.
That's good defence.
Oh, he's been caught napping. spread it left. Ronaldinho. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Hakimi. That's good play. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now who's going to be first to this? That has been slung wide. Doué.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Villa. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Batistuta. That's going wide left. Ronaldinho's delivery. Now, who's going to be first to this? The pass has gone astray. Xavi Alonso. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And it's Lopez. Doué. And it's Thuram.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Vermeer, never out of the action for very long. Spread to the right. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's on it, can he get away? Vermeer! It's run loose, who's going to... And he's following up! And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Cannavaro. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Now it's Lopez. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Donatoni. That's a shade optimistic. And he thumps it clear. Knocks it into space. Ronaldinho picks it up out wide. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Just about up to 75 minutes. Tries to get it clear. And they're back on the ball again. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Villa. And this is Puskás. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, no. That could be a costly miss.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while. So time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, that's delightful. Out for a throw. So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Number 22, Danny Olmo. Substitution on the field. Number 20, David Villa.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Great vision. And this is Pele.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Neymar. And it's Owen. Played out wide. Conte. Owen. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Ronaldinho. That pass isn't the best. Quality ball. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's clever. And that will be the final act. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We are just getting started. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, the winger Lee Kang-in is a very interesting player, Peter, because there's something almost unique about the way he dribbles, the close ball control, the ability to break those lines. Easily one of the best prospects to emerge out of South Korea in recent times.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Adams simply refused to be outdone there. Threads one in. That ball looks a good one. Now it's Doué. And it's Lopez. Can he get on the end of this? David Villa tries a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Fermin. Doué. And he can thump it away. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. And it's Lopez. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Mbappe gets flagged offside. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Xavi Alonso. No goals as yet. Now it's Doué. Oh, that's a very decent ball. And the shot! And it's a goal! And we have liftoff! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Oakland roots have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Adams.
Borussia Dortmund really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
And here's Neymar. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Well spotted.
Nice bit of trickery. Tries to play it through. He's dealt with that really well.
Well, you'd expect nothing less.
Mbappe! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And this is Beckham. Strokes it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
And now they can spring out of defence. It's a throw-in. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Nuno Mendes. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's Cannavaro. Oakland roots are 1 up and looking surprisingly comfortable. That's Beckham. And here's Lee Kang-in. Cross flung in towards the middle. It is a corner. Thuram with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Mbappe. And he's really put himself on the line here. They've played it short. He leaps for it! And he's stuck it away! Borussia Dortmund back on level terms. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind...
He's having a hit!
Has been indicated.
Oh, what has happened here? Takes aim and crosses. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Timber.
Beckham. And that brings the first half to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with the scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. So straight into the second half. Showing good feet. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's having a shot!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Villa. He's had it taken off him. Beckham. Xavi Alonso. Timber. It's a searching pass. And he's managed to get rid. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Great vision. Adams. Beckham. Scholes. He's looking wide. Neymar. This is promising. And it's... And Beckham! Oh,
Has to do to score there.
Borussia Dortmund appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now it's Villa. It's run loose here. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Lee Kang-in makes a move down the right. And he's picked it up out wide. And he's managed to get free. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Xavi Alonso with the short one. Cross needs... Oh, great leap! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
And it's been taken short. And he's getting up there! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Substitution on the field, number 24.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game
number
here.
20.
Borussia Dortmund leading now.
Number 16.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Number 10, Messi. Number 7,
Scholes
Owen.
is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. It's a really well-measured ball.
Pele. Number 23,
Ball
Beckham.
swung in. Cannavaro is there, and he can get that clear. He's rising! And that's a good finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the lead now is 2.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Scholes. Into the last quarter of an hour. Timber. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Pele. That's Beckham. And it's Conte. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's shifting through the gears here. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Neymar. Varane makes the interception. Now it's Messi. That's a good ball out wide. Neymar on 2 now and looking for 3. Into the last 5 minutes. Timber. Dani Olmo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Lee Kang-in. Beckham. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar. And Scholes.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Gives it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Dani Olmo. Pele. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Looking for the run. Great ball and he charged, surely! And that's a tiny finish. Deep into injury time. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention,
Number
but...
7.
And that is that. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this lad, Pau Kubarsi, is another defender schooled in the art of total football. I mean, the strength is part of the package for any centre-back, but what marks him out is his excellent reading of the game, his confidence to go and get on the ball and link up with people further up the pitch. This guy's outstanding.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Passing is crisp and sharp. Yamal. Aims beyond the defence. He's in a great position here. Kubasi. Messi. Beckenbauer. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Played out towards the right wing. And that pass just didn't quite work. Conte. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Gives it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Puskás. Can he spark a counter here?
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Yamal tries to play it through. Crosses it in. No, he's not getting his way this time. Kubasi. Oakland Roots do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
And here's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting Neymar! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Neymar clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Out towards the flank. Now it's Messi. No, that's overhit. And he's forced to go back. Nuno Mendes. Ball played for Mendieta. He's chosen to go back. And it's Messi. And Messi! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! A finish of true class! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Number 30.
Tunisia have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him.
Oh, he's having a go! Cleared away. And that has been knocked clear. Fermin. Now it's Puskás. Has to go back here. He's going for goal! Oh, it's a thumping hit. Neymar. Davids. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Fermin, renowned for his long-range shooting. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's a searching pass. Messi. That's very neat. Maldini was in no mood for any of that. And the counter is on. And smartly reclaimed. Puskás. And it's Thuram. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Davids. Mendieta. And Mendes. Kubasi. Davids. And it's Mendes. Well seen, saw that coming. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Oakland Roots trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitution on the field, number 24.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Number 16.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Messi. Number 22, Danny Olmo. Number
Lewandowski.
15, Shevchenko.
Lewandowski gets flagged offside. Oakland roots come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that's the keeper's ball.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Puskás can see things others simply cannot. Good ball, good take. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Messi. Now it's Messi. Now it's Puskás. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Danny Olmo has it in a wide position. Goes for a shot! And he's stuck it away! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
After 60 minutes is...
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Lionel Messi!
Oakland roots restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Neymar. And there's the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Cannavaro is there, and he can get that clear. Oakland roots are looking to go forward now.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Davids demonstrating his defensive quality there. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oakland roots are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Engages and forces him off the ball. Nicely weighted ball. And he can thump it away. And it's Conte. It's a promising position, chance to deliver. And it's hoisted clear. Beckenbauer. And that's really well manoeuvred. Tries a deft little ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Hakimi attempts a clearance.
Oakland Roots clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Messi. Now it's Puskás. He's had a shot! Another one of football's and how moments.
Unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Now it's Messi. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Neymar. Knocks it into space. Chance! Oh, wow, that's crazy! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Indonesia look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done.
Takes aim and crosses. Turan. That's it, the referee says enough. Oakland Roots can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all.